Hi guys, I'm Shmee. Hello to you and good afternoon. Welcome back to the channel where you join me during my adventure out here to Dubai. Now today we're going to go for a spot of supercar shopping. There are tons of dealerships all around town that have some of the greatest and very best supercars lurking in their windows. But before we get on the move, I just want to say a big thank you to you guys, those of you who are the early squad, the notification squad, the guys who are watching and supporting my channel. But I need a little bit of help from you. We need to come up with a name. What should it be? Give me some ideas in the comments. Now to get around today, I'm driving in the Audi TT RS, my daily driver while I'm out here with thanks to Audi Middle East. So that's a pretty good way to get around. A pocket rocket, almost a baby supercar you could call it if you look at the performance numbers that this thing is capable of. But let's get started. Let's head around town and find some of those cars in the showrooms. For my first stop this evening, I've come by a familiar dealership, Ain Motors, where I've driven a number of cars before, the Ford GT, the Rolls-Royce Phantom Coupe, and amusingly, outside they have a Ford Focus RS. But come into the showroom and let's have a quick little look around inside Ain Motors at some of the cars they've got, and in particular, right in that corner is a yellow Carrera GT. I love the Carrera GT, and in yellow, it's even better. Next to that, the Ford GT, I think that's the very car that I drove. We've also got a California 12C, GT3 RS, Grand Cabrio, a Bentley, pair of Turbo S's here, white one, and also a Miami Blue. That is really quite nice. Behind that, C63 Black Series in satin black. That is menacing. The Lamborghini Huracan Aveo limited edition with the dual tone paint scheme, and then the Ford GTX1. We had a look at this car out here too, but the custom built Ford GT with an open top, the convertible version. Now I'm gonna need your help through this video to let me know what your favorite car that we see out of any is. But I think we're starting on a very strong one with the yellow Carrera GT lurking in there. Anyway, Ain Motors, good way to start. Before we get too far, outside the Ford triple cab. Now I've seen this exact monster before, but could you imagine if I did a road trip in that thing? We would have no problem with luggage. Fuel economy might not be the best. But moving on, we will come straight back to Nürburgring Motors, next door to Ain, where I feel this is just the start of opening quite a few showroom doors and windows this afternoon. But this Gallardo in Verde Ithaca, I'm going to come straight back because this is a 1200 horsepower underground racing Gallardo. So if we look at this, it's been significantly upgraded. You can see the various bits and bobs going on in there. That must just be ridiculous to drive, the amount of pull it will have. Ferrari 550, Phantom, Dodge Viper, Ferrari 430, a Ghost as well. Viper looks pretty menacing, black with black wheels. I think a couple of R8s just tucked in over that side. Oh, and it came in GT4. Lots of love for the GT4, obviously. But let's head out and wander on. I'm wandering around at the moment in the evening, so it's going to get dark shortly, but at least it's not too hot for my very Britishness out here in Dubai during, well, the colder season, but still very, very, very warm for me. And I keep looking around because I hear engine noises and I wonder what's coming. But next stop is GTR Motors, who I know currently have their P1 Carbon Series and La Ferrari Aperta on display at the Dubai Motor Show. So they're not here in the showroom, but we can wander in and see one or two very nice little things. Right here, Porsche GT3 RS, but I'm going to beeline straight to the Speciale Aperta, and this car in this specification is just beautiful. It's a deep pearlescent red, maybe it's Rosso Fuoco, but the paint scheme with the black with the silver outline stripe is stunning. That is a very, very nice looking car that they've got for sale here. And then next to that, there's one bright yellow Bentley Continental V8S, a white GT3 RS on this side. We have various Bentleys and Rolls Royces, GTR, the lime green Mercedes 4x4 squared, which is always an awful lot of fun, just hilarious machine. Past a Range Rover to the corner where we have a volcano orange McLaren P1. Now that has to also be up there with the highlights for today. What a lovely car. And that's, well, the original Paris show car was launched in volcano orange. It's a very nice thing to be looking at and to be able to see. I spot an SLR here. This is Megastar Motors, where there is the SLR 722. Then beyond that, an SLS Black Series, and I think you all know how much I love the SLS Black Series. Awesome car to drive. Then the 12C, and you can see at the very back there is a red LM002. Now those are not common at all. Countach V12 in a big off-roader. And we've got a few Bentleys, Rolls Royces and the like. And if I come back around this way, there is a Porsche of some description, and I think you know I'm not the best at the older Porsches, so please help me out a little bit. What exactly is this that we're looking at with the riveted panels and various parts? Anyway, not entirely sure. Out here, well, that's a beast. That's a normal parking space that this Hummer has parked in, and it still comes over the line, and the spaces here are not exactly small. Then we've got a 599, an old Corvette, a Prowler just beyond that. There are literally random cars everywhere you look. It's quite an incredible location. Oh, Vanquish just here, lurking. See the nose of that sticking out? This is an amazing place to walk around. At Supercar Motors, I can spot a Bentley Continental GT3R. Particularly like that. That makes such an incredible noise from the W12. And another Ghost lurking in there too. The next stop on the tour, Ain Class. Now this is the old location where I came to make a video, I think on my first ever trip here, and was blown away by the cars they've got, but they now have a new location over on Sheikh Zayed Road, the main central road through Dubai, so we'll head there shortly if we can catch it before it closes. But while we're here, there are, however, some pretty cool things to see. So a nice red G63 right here. Let's head straight inside where there is a Murcielago, an original Murcielago with a body kit of sorts on it, but in yellow it always looks very nice. Wandering through, got various cars. Oh, is that an S65 coupe? Nice, Maybach. And we've got a Herman SLS with a rather big wing on the back of it. Brabus 850, that's a beast. You have to love an 850 horsepower Brabus car, always a weapon. Then we have another Murcielago, that is an LP640. Cobras, two Cobras. And we'll come whizzing through where we've got a 650S. A red Mercy and some rollers at the back as well. Nice colourful showroom here. That's one of the things I like so much when you come out here is the colours and specifications are never boring. Like bright orange interior in there is just crazy. Obviously the Herman SLS. If we come back through this way, we also have some G500 4x4 squareds, including the Brabus one here. There are quite a few of those around naturally. Fun car that I drove once over the dunes around here. I had an awful lot of fun, but I mean, that's really awesome with the carbon contrasting against the white paint. At Alamir Motors, inside I can spot a very nice red 488 GTB. Oh, we can lurk in through this window. There we go. Look at that, as well as a couple of other nice cars, Maserati, Bentleys, Aston, 599 at the back, some more Rolls Royces as well, and a helicopter lurking in the back corner. I think this might just be some storage for deals on wheels, which we'll check out later on, but in the back corner over there, you can see a Ferrari 430 Scuderia in white with silver stripes, and then in the corner at the front here is a 612 Scaglietti as well, but we'll head to the main deals on wheels showroom later on too. Hello, 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 what do we have here? So an SLR Roadster, and in the back corner over there, a blue and red GT3 RS looking very nice. Then we have another Murcielago that I guess is an SV, but I don't think it's quite right. Maybe it's just a body kit, not entirely sure. Then we have another Ford GTX one, which isn't most unusual given that they are very, very rare. Oh, and that's probably quite nice in the back corner as well. And that is, where are we? Sport cars. You also see some amazing things driving around. That is a satin chrome C63, regular C63, but no doubt fairly modified looking at the lip spoiler at the back. And over this way, at Royal Motors, we have firstly an Aventador, secondly another Aventador, and thirdly another Aventador. Triple Aventadors in a line, lurking in that showroom window. And they also have a GT3 RS right here with an SLR 722 hiding behind. It is time to leave the Ras Al Khor industrial estate where we've been visiting everything so far. This is really the centerland of supercar dealerships here in Dubai if you're not on Sheikh Zayed Road. But we'll jump into the Shmeemobile out here in Dubai while we're during this trip, the Daily Driver Shmeemobile, where Mark is waiting at the wheel. And we will head for the drive over to the next showroom and go see what we can find. Just when I thought we were done, look in there in Sardar, there is a Porsche 918 Spider just lurking, hiding away. Literally, you never know what you're going to find and where you're going to find it. There's something very chrome blue tucked in on that side. And then what do we have up there as well? Oh, an Aventador. and a yellow 458 Italia C63. They're just littered nice cars everywhere you look. This is a fairly famous bridge where everyone stops to take photos because of the way it's lit up. You can't really blame them for doing so, but just look over there at the Dubai skyline. All of the skyscrapers you could ever imagine that's just been blocked off by the bridge. But you look at these regular skyscrapers, which are probably 70 or 80 stories high, and then you pan right and you've got the Burj Khalifa in 800 and something meter glory of it, towering above everything else. This place is completely and utterly insane. That is exotic cars that we're going to come back to in a moment. And then down the side here, there are a number of other showrooms. Oh, there's an advert for a new S-Class right there. Advert. They're getting their value for their advert right now because I filmed it. There's a Mazda dealership. We're probably not going to go to Mazda, but we do have Princess Cars. Oh, I can just see Princess Cars before it got blocked behind that lovely bus. Princess Cars over on the other side there. I'm going to stop at, and also Deals on Wheels is just beyond that as well. Our next stop approaches the full Ain Class showroom, where I can see a Koenigsegg or two, a Bugatti, and SLR Sterling Moss. We will be there in a second. I've said it before, but I'm going to say it again. This is really the absolute top level of hypercar showrooms that I have ever visited. Driving by, we only got a quick little glimpse at what is inside here. Let's go in and prepare to be amazed by what we're seeing, because the Bugatti Veyron right there is normally something fairly spectacular, but that is only the start. Feast your eyes around this showroom and the cars that are on display that we've got to see around here as we wander around. So the Veyron 16.4, but then right here, I think is probably the car that is going to steal the limelight for me. The Aston Martin 177 Q Series, one of only 7 Q Series cars, which is already rare because there are only 77 177s in total. It's sat here with the wing up, which you rarely see actually, but the naturally aspirated V12, the beautiful, beautiful looks of this car from a generation or era of really, really good looking Aston Martins with the perfect proportions. It's all just magical, and I'm obsessive about this car. I used to hugely follow the 177s. You can see the Q plaque there in the rear window, and it's just lovely. The dark grey, very Aston Martin with the red leather interior. Then we move on, and you've got a double header of McLaren P1s, orange car, the McLaren orange, I think that is, followed by the black. Then, you know, F12 TDF, double SLRs, Cobra, California, Versace Edition Murcielago, one of only 20 of those in the world in roadster form. Then we've got the Pirelli Edition Aventador, again, a very rare car. At the front there, we have the SLR Sterling Moss, again, I think 75 of those in total in the world. No actual physical roof, but I did a full video with one not too long ago, and all of that sandwiching the blue Veyron in the middle. If we continue up this side, well, you've probably started to notice some hybrid hypercars. We have the white Porsche 918 Spider with a Morgan behind it, which is very unusual. Then a Bentley Continental V8S, a Rolls-Royce Wraith, another SLR, 599 GTO. And then here we have a LaFerrari. So the hybrid trio is complete. LAF 918 double P1s. Over that side, then we continue to a very, very highly spec'd MSO 675 LT, 488. Come through here, another little lineup of Rolls Royces over there towards the Hyperion at the very back, which is a complete custom car worth many, many millions. I've filmed with that before. And then over here, we have a Brabus SLS B63S, 16M, the Koenigsegg CCXR. Special story to tell you about that one. I might fill in some more information in the coming days, so stay tuned potentially for a video about that. GT2 RS and another SLS Black Series. But this is quite interesting, seeing the regular SLS next to the Black Series. Look at the section outside of the headlights, and you can see how much wider the Black Series really is. It's got that whole extra section. Good, well, a couple of centimeters on each side into that, which is really nice. So yes, I mean, we're literally in hypercar heaven here. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minimum hypercars in one showroom, which is absurd. But tell me guys, what's your favorite? Is it the Aston Martin 177Q? Are you gonna join me on that, or are you gonna pick something else? A very quick look in the McLaren showroom, where there is a 720S prime center position naturally, joined by a few other cars, 650S, 540C, 570 GT, and a 675 LT Spider under the turntable with the lighting there as well. Aventador. We are driving by Lamborghini, so we can go slowly past, please. Is that a brown Aventador S? And a few Hurricanes that they have here, but it's a giant place. It goes all the way up there as well. Huge showroom. And then we have the most magnificent Bentley dealership known to mankind. We will park up and have a look inside here for sure. That is quite spectacular. Now, coincidentally, we are here as the new Grand Convertible is just being released upstairs, so we're going to go in and see that any second. But firstly, outside the front door here is the Bentley Grand Limo, the super, even more extended version of the extended wheelbase Mulsanne. You can just see the length of this car as I walk around it here. Ultimate luxurious interior inside that. And also, if I just swing the camera this way, there is a GT3R, which I do love an awful lot. Very fun to drive. But let's now head straight inside and go check out the highlight being released upstairs. So this is it, the Bentley Grand Convertible by Mulliner. We actually saw a concept of this car way back in 2014 at the Los Angeles Motor Show when I was out there actually. But this is the final car. They're making 19 of them to celebrate the 1919 founding of Bentley Motors itself. A few differences to the car, but get this, 3 million euros for the Grand Convertible. A 3 million euro car for the luxury 4-seat open convertible with this level of elegance and style. Who knows what's in Porsche, but the way the font is written in Arabic, but still instantly recognizable as the Porsche dealership, is really cool. The Deals on Wheels showroom is another reliable stop. They also have some cars currently on display at the Dubai Motor Show, like a Koenigsegg Agera and a Bugatti Veyron. But I can tell things are going to be good. There's a nice 458 Speciale in there, so let's go and check this showroom out as well. So, doors opening like magic. Look at the colours on this Speciale. The white paint with the satin chrome red and black accents and the gold wheels. Very nice combination. We've also got Bentley, a Wraith. That's my favourite Wraith combination, the Salamanca blue with the silver over the top, the dual tone. Nice blue touches on the Bentley there as well, actually. The 488, 458, 458 Speciale, came in GT4, nice in the darker red. Oh, another GT4 right behind, how silly of me. Oh, let's come straight over here. Come and have a look at this Phantom in the corner. Look at that graffiti style finish on it. This is my dream. I'm sure this is many people's dream, to be driven in a Rolls-Royce Phantom. Although not so much necessarily in that colour. Look at the other side. Bright. Strong. What do you think about that, guys? What do you think? Let me know. Let's come straight over here where I can see an Aventador SV. Looking very stealthy in the satin grey at the end there. Next to that, a 599 and a new GT3, a 991.2 4-litre GT3 in Miami blue. I think that's probably the first one of those I've actually seen for sale, and mine hasn't even arrived yet in Europe. That will be coming soon. You can distinguish new ones from old ones, by the way, because on the old ones, this design went that way. So it leant down and inwards towards the bottom rather than outwards, whereas now it's akin to the GT4. Then we've got N430 Vantage, AMG GT, SLS, and a Tesla. At Princess Cars, we've got a liquid silver 918 Spider with an unusual interior, actually. Just have a look at this. It's also completely still in packaging, totally brand new, but a beige light interior. It's not something you see very often on the 918 Spiders. Then there are two Z8s, both wearing Alpina wheels, which are quite nice, and also this car, the CLK Black Series, or Red Series because it's in red. That's really cool. Lurking outside is a Mansouri Phantom. So if you want a Rolls-Royce Phantom that looks a bit more aggressive, you can put a Mansouri bumper and body kit on it. It's got full black wheels. It's not entirely blacked out because it has the chrome window surrounds, handles, and presumably it has a chrome grille at the front. If we come around, yeah, it does, just look at that. But larger bumpers makes it even longer than it was before. It looks fairly menacing for a large, comfortable car. Past the Rolls-Royce showroom, so a number of Wraiths and Dawns and the like inside. Towards our final stop of the evening, exotic cars, which is always home to some interesting stuff. And I can see from outside there is a red Veyron. Is that a Vitesse? Or yes, that's a Vitesse lurking inside there, and a number of Lamborghini Aventadors. So we shall go and have a look. I was actually slightly wrong from outside. This is a Veyron 16.4, an original coupe, so the first generation of the Bugatti Veyron with 1001 horsepower, but it's had a conversion, so it's had the Supersport style front end installed with the new lower look to the bumper, which is just a little bit more aggressive and wider than the standard car. Then alongside that, we have this lovely Aventador SV Roadster, convertible blue with the red interior trim highlights. I think it's a really nice combination. Then we have an AC Schnitzer i8, which you don't see that frequently, in a very, very strong colour. I'm going to refer to that as strong. It's around the sides, when you get the full glare of it, I quite like it. Then we have another Aventador Roadster and an Aventador Coupe, DB11, California behind that, and Speciale Aperta. We've seen a few Speciale Apertas around today. And we have a Bentley Speed. By the way, where this DB11 is just beside me here, last time I was here was a P1 Carbon series. Unfortunately, that's not here today. We've got a couple of others, Ferraris, Rolls Royces, many Rolls Royces actually, loaded around the back of the showroom. Mulsanne, Wraith, and a few more dotted around. We come to the end then of today's showroom tour of Dubai, but what an amazing selection of cars we have seen along the way. The only problem or question to you guys is, if you could only have one, what would it be? Would, like me, you go for the Aston Martin 177Q series? Maybe the Bentley Grand Convertible is up your street? Or would it be one of the other hypercars or different cars we've seen, like the P1s, the various 918 Spiders, the Bugatti Veyrons, LaFerrari, SLR Sterling Moss? The list just seems to go on and on. Let me know in the comments, and also let me know what name you think I should use for you guys, the early viewers, the notification squad, whatever it may be. I need some inspiration, guys. Give me some ideas, and we'll set about choosing one that we use going forwards. But anyway, this is only the start of my Dubai adventure. Today we've been going around in the Audi Middle East TTRS, the pretty much perfect car to have some fun and use for this kind of thing, just nipping around town. There'll be plenty more with that, and also with the R8 Spider that I'm driving while I'm out here. And basically just an awful lot more awesome Dubai content. So make sure you're subscribed, click the bell down below to get the first notifications of new videos. But that is it for this time. Thank you very much as always, guys. Thanks to the dealerships who I've visited today to shoot this content, and I'll catch up with you again very soon. Cheers.